Hello everybody, welcome back to another Discord.js coding tutorial. Before we get started with today's video, I'd like to let you guys know that there is a new economy in the SSG Discord server, so if any of you guys want to join, I spent a lot of time over the past weekend trying to code this, and I really enjoy it, and it appears that other people have as well. We haven't had too many people use it, but we've had quite a few. It's just been out for a little over a day now, and we made a shop, and it's a whole great thing. We have different games such as slots, dice roll, and hopefully soon we're going to add roulette. I've been working hard to code, but my school is starting in a few days, and I have a few things I have to do, but I'm trying to get back into making content for you guys and trying to make the SSG server better. So, without any further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay, so for today's video, we're going to be making a advanced command handler. So this is what we used to have, and I don't have too many commands here, but I wanted to make this because I watched a CodeLine tutorial, and if you guys don't know who CodeLine is, he's a very good YouTuber. He doesn't post too much, but he's very helpful, and he's a great coder and has really helped me develop. Now I believe the SSG bot has well over 100 commands doing a bunch of different things, and we have music and economy, and it's all and a bunch of great stuff. But we're starting to rack up a few commands here, and I just you don't want to have this be 500 lines. The other day when I implemented this, the SSG bot was at 450 lines, and it's now at 33, which is a big difference, and it's just easier on the eyes. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take from here all the way up to here, and I won't tell you to delete it. Oh, sorry. All the way up to here. I won't tell you to delete it because we might use some things from it. So do Control-KC, and that will just comment it out. Now it won't be read as code. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to create a folder. I'll not close this, but we're going to create a folder in our main thing, and this is going to be called handlers. Handlers. I might have spelled that wrong, but whatever you call it, just remember because you're going to need to use it. Now, inside here, we're going to do command underscore handler and event underscore handler. Sorry, these actually do both have to be JavaScript files, so just put .js and .js. Okay. Now, getting into our index, or our main file, first we're going to do client, bot if you have it set as bot, commands equals new Discord dot collection. Make sure you have parentheses. Now client dot events equals new Discord dot collection. I'll try to explain how this all works, like the system and everything as I go. So now we're gonna do let handlers equal command underscore handler, what we named it before, comma event underscore handler. Now we exit out here, dot for each handler, and then open this up into an arrow function, require // handlers. Again, I did spell that wrong, I can see from my other file, but it's fine, just whatever you name it, keep it the same. Now, outside of here, we're going to do client, bot if you have bot, comma, Discord. Okay, and now we're going to go, and we are going to create Actually, let's go into our command handler first. Let's go to commandhandler.js. And in here, the first thing that we're going to do is, if you guys don't have it, npm ifs. And we're actually also later in the video going to need npm I. Or actually, we don't. Sorry about that. Okay. So now we're going to do const fs equals require fs. And now module.exports equals client comma discord, same way that we put it in our main file. Then we're going to have an arrow function. In here we're going to do const load underscore dir equals dirs. And now, so what this is doing is this is looking for folders. So if you go into your index.json, we're just going to change a few things. Come down to here where it says this thing that you have right here to require your commands before. If we paste this here, and then to uncomment anything, you do Control K U. Don't know why it's not working. There we go. Don't know why it was not. Some of these commands can sometimes be a little finicky. I'm just going to delete it the old-fashioned way. You can also just delete the 2 forward slashes. But anyway, so we're just going to change a few things. So, commands, we're going to write here. So, make sure that these are tisdale. If you don't know where this key is, it is right under your escape key. And now, dirs, same way it's up there. And then the rest of this will stay the same. Const file of command files. Let's space this out a little more. And we're going to do for const files of command files, const require, and now slash dirs slash file. And what's our error here? FS. Oh, it is missing a parenthesis right here. Okay, so if you guys don't know, what it's saying by load dir, it's loading a folder. So I on mine have 8 folders, but you need to create at least one for this. I recommend creating more just so that you can space out space out commands in your help command. And we can create an advanced one at some point. But so now we're going to do, I'm just going to create general. I'm also going to create a folder called staff. So I'm going to okay, so staff needs to be in command. Yeah, so I'm just going to take these 2 are going to be moved to general, and I'm just going to move most of these, and I'll just keep all my staff commands together. And then the other ones will just go into general. Again, you can add, I highly recommend if you have games to make a game one, if you, and just really space it out, and, because it will make your help command look neater. It will be easier for you to find files. It will just be so much better. But anyway, so then just put the names of all your files, and you can have as many as you want. So I have 9 files because I also have custom commands which don't show up in my help. And then staff, make sure they're spelled the same way. Now dot for each, arrow function, and now load underscore dir. Okay, and now we can save all and exit out of our command handler. Now, if we go into our event handler, we're also going to do const fs. Actually, this will be pretty much the same. It's going to be a little different, so you can actually, if we go back into our command handler, I know I just told you to close it. And then, so this is going to be changed to event underscore files. This will be dot slash events slash dirs dot filter for const dot dot, and then this will be dot dot slash events slash dirs. Then right here we're going to do const event underscore name equals file dot split, and now we're going to do just a dot like that, and then 0. And this key, if you guys don't know, is right on the same as your bracket key, just you don't hold shift. And now client dot on, so as you can see it's a little different, client dot on event underscore name comma event dot bind, and then null discord comma client. And I'll explain this in just a second. And then down here I'm going to change this to guild, and we're going to change this to client. And you need to have client and guild in here, no more, no less. And then that's it for our two handlers. So what this is the event handler is handling all the events. So we're going to create another folder here in just a second. And when you go and you put an event, it will go through the event handler. If you put a command, it will go through the command handler. So all the commands will go through the command handler, all the events. So we're going to actually, right now, we're going to create a new folder. And this folder is going to be called events. And in events, we're going to create two subfolders. One's going to be called client, because this will be our client events. Then make sure it's in the events. This will be guild. And so in client, we're going to create a ready.js, and this will be our ready. And notice it's the same as the actual ready command. So it's the same as this function. So, and then this is the only client one I have on my other folder, but you need this one. And so I'm just going to copy and paste this right here. First, you have to leave some space because you're going to need to import files. Module.exports equals discord comma client, and then another arrow function, and then inside here you can do all this, and you don't need this, just need all that. And then I'll show you guys how to set a status, because people did ask how I set the status for my bot. So, but before I do that, we need to require const, and actually just delete these welcome and censor, because if you copy and paste them, they won't work. So const welcome equals require this will probably be dot dot slash welcome, and that's just because so now const censor, and notice that's the same, require dot dot slash censor, and this, yeah, so it's make sure it's requiring the folders. And now, because people wanted to know, the way that you set a status is you do client.user.set activity, because you're setting an activity, not a status, and then you can set whatever you want. So I'm going to use I'm just going to write music because it's a good example of one that people would have. And then you're going to do a comma, and in here we do type. And now it has to be all in caps. You can do playing, watching, listening. You can't do custom status. You used to be able to. You can't anymore, sadly. But you should be able to soon. But it just doesn't work. So say playing music, or So the current one on the SSG is playing !Akinator because we made the Akinator command and we were showing it people what it is. So now we're going to do message.js, and again, guild will be a bunch of functions eventually, but not in this video. So like I have guild members.add for every time that a member joins our server. First thing that we're going to do is we're going to do const timeout equals new collection, and then parentheses, you don't need this, it just popped up, and then const ms equals require ms, and then you don't actually have to download ms, it's just milliseconds. And then now, so module dot exports equals async, async, because we may use it for different things. I don't know if we will today. Discord client message, because we have to access messages. And now in here we're going to do const prefix equals exclamation mark, or whatever your prefix is, and you can delete it from your config.json. I'm not going to because it will show the test bots login. And now if message.author.bot return, and then if message dot if message dot content dot starts with prefix. So the exclamation mark, if you guys didn't know, means if it does not. So if it does not start with the prefix, we want to return, and then I'm just going to do message dot channel dot send. This bot's prefix is exclamation mark because there's only one bot in the server. If you have a bunch, I wouldn't do that. I just won't return anything. And now we're actually going to go to our index, and here, if you scroll down to const args const command right here, and we're going to copy, paste this, and then I'm just gonna do it like that. And then here, you'll thank me later. We're going to change this to CMD because you're going to use this a bunch, but you're only going to use command once, and you can use it for something else. So now, const command equals client.commands.find a arrow function a.aliases and a.aliases dot includes CMD. So this is saying if you have an alias set, it includes, so that is also a valid command. And now I do X, and now you can actually let me just check this, make sure, yeah, so you can actually, outside of here now, I'm going to do or, which is on your slash command, it's shift slash client dot commands dot get CMD, because that's your message. CMD. Now, if not command, so if it's not a command, we want to return message dot channel dot send, then little Tisdales, exclamation mark, or put whatever your prefix is, CMD, so that's what they sent, is not a command. And now, if command dot cooldown, if timeout, which is the thing from the big top, dot has command.name, and then if it also has our message.author.id, and copy this because you're going to need it a few times. Return message.channel.send. You are on a then / Tisdale, because that will make it a code block and it will look more professional. MS timeout.get, and then here what we just pasted. Let me just get this from my other thing so I don't make any mistakes. Minus date.now, parentheses, comma, brackets, long, colon, true. It's not letting me exit for some reason. So now outside of this blue, we're going to do another / Tisdale cooldown. Yeah, so that's it's kind of a lot, but it's like worth it. This will help you a lot. This has helped me definitely a lot, especially with my some of our more spammy commands. Command.execute. Now we're going to put, so this is whatever you want to do. So put message, comma, args, comma, client, comma, discord, comma, cmd. Because you're probably going to need client more than you'll need discord, and you're going to need message more than you'll need any of these other ones. And then command you only need if you're doing something like a play command, which you want to have multiple commands inside at the same time. Sorry, don't open up brackets. Don't know why I did that. And now, timeout.set. And now in here, paste again. We had before. And now do a comma. Date.now. Parentheses. Plus command.cooldown. And now set timeout. Now open up brackets. Timeout dot delete. Again, sorry if there's a long video, and then just paste what you had before. And now outside of your brackets, but inside the parentheses, so right here, do comma command dot cooldown. And now inside this one, else, and then copy this right up here. Else. And now this will take a while if you have a lot of commands. This took me probably 10 minutes to do. But so copy, just copy this, execute, and all your things. And so if you require message, you don't need to require args. But if you want to require args, you have to require message. Same thing. So if you want to require CMD, you need to require everything before. But if you want to require Discord, you don't need to require CMD. So you just have to do before. So now I'm just going to add to all my commands. I'm just going to go execute. Yeah, this, sorry if this will take you a while. I know it's not like fun to do, but it is what it is, and you'll prefer having it than if you didn't. And then I'm not gonna do it on the, or I guess I'll do it on the sim join and leave. I wasn't going to just because I'm not gonna use them again because I already set up my thing, but just in case. Okay. Now that they are all done, we can go to our index and we can finally delete all the way up to here. as well as we can delete prefix, and we can delete fs. And now if we compact this, look at that. We went from a little over 100 lines to 11, which is pretty cool. So now if we save all and run, hopefully we won't get any errors. We did. Okay guys, sorry about that. I figured out some of the errors, and so firstly in command handler, make sure that this is // commands. Keep this one as .commands though, but make sure this one is // because it is 2 folders away. And next in event handler, make sure this one is events, not command. Make sure there's event files, so these should be the same, these should be the same, and these should be the same, in case you made any mistakes like I did. And then here for timeout, you're going to need to first require const collection in these brackets of discord.js. And now that should be everything. Now if we go to start our bot, there we go. And now if I go to YouTube tutorial, the bot is online and is setting its status as playing music or whatever you set the status to. And now if I go to use a command, so if I go to say ping, it will say pong. But if I go to say pings, which is not a command, it will say !pings is not a command. Now I'm just going to quickly show you if you wanted to do any like aliases or cooldowns, how that will work. So I'll add an alias to here just because it seems like it would need to be. So if you want to add any aliases, you can do that, and then here, and then I'm gonna put I'll just put pages, and then you can put whatever you want. And now basically, so if somebody puts socials, they'll get all this, and if somebody puts pages, they'll get all of this. And now I'm going to also show you if you want to add a cooldown. So cooldowns are milliseconds, so 1,000 equals 1 second. So times 10 would be 10 seconds, or you can just write 10,000. So now you have to wait 10 seconds from when you use this command, and you should also be able to. So now if I say socials, it gives me that, what we made. And now if I say pages, also I'm on 2-second cooldown. But yeah, so that shows how the cooldown works. So if I'm on pages, it will also give me that. But anyway, yeah, so now if I go to say pages again, I'm on a 5-second cooldown. And it's pretty precise. Vertex does not like how precise it is, especially with the economy, because a lot of our commands have very long cooldowns. Like I think search, I can just find out real quick. Search has a minute-long cooldown, so that's 53 seconds. So he does not like that, but what he doesn't like, and he found pretty funny, is it's pretty accurate. So he was on, or I think this was me, a 1/10 of a second of a cooldown was what he had left. But anyway, yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Again, if you have any suggestions, please either DM me on Discord, DM me on Instagram, put them in the comments below, anything. If you have any questions, please join the Discord server. Myself, and there is a lot of other people that know what they're doing in code. You can come right down here to code questions, and you can get questions for your code. You can also get some nice links to your code, and then a link to any videos that you want to see. Anyway, as always, have a nice day. See you in the next one. Peace.